What it do, man? It's your boy Steph. It's early in the morning. I just finished the workout. I'm tired, but I'm glad I went to the gym early in the morning. I had a hard time getting up, but I was like, "Yep, we gotta get to it, man." And because I have to think about it, like, man, let me continue getting better 1% every day. You know what I'm saying? I'm still getting my mind right with the whole moving situation. When I get home, I'll meditate, man. The reason why I'm going home meditating a lot more often because number one, I got my own space, and number two, man, I always preach it on this channel, man. Why people should meditate, but the way certain people thinking, man, and this is just like at my job, oh, man, that sun is bright. A lot of people are not thinking, man. A lot of people drinking, get into rage, fighting people, just like, not minding their business. That's why I always tell people, man, mind your business, bro. A lot of people just don't understand, like, the key concept of just, it don't concern you, mind your business. Why are you sticking your nose in something that has nothing to do with you? And I've learned that over the years of being on this crazy planet, bro. Like, especially too, like I always talk about it, like Nature's Bounty, man. Like, dudes, like, for some weird reason, everybody want to be nosy. And then when arguments start going about, they be like, oh, you causing too much stress, this, that, and the third. Well, my thing is, why don't you turn the other cheek? It has nothing to do with you. Are you that, like, bored with your life? Do you not like cherish your marriage and your kids and whatnot? And it is just like, it just shows the ignorance of people, man. And when I was surrounded by that, I was like, wow, I'm in the wrong environment, because a lot of people just love to do that. And I'm talking about a couple people when I was working out the overnight shift, just downright ignorant people who just love to start drama for no apparent reason. And I'm talking about back then, but even now, a lot of people just like, what are you thinking? Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? You gotta really, like, think before you react. Even myself, like I tell y'all, man, I have days, like even right now, I'm not like thinking right, but I'm telling myself to think differently, change the thoughts, change the outcome, because what you think is what you put out into the world, man. And I learned that based off experience, and I have to control myself. That's why, I want to do therapy, so I can unpack and understand why do I do certain things. And for a lot of people, man, they just not really understanding that. Like, I don't understand, like, why people just don't know how to just shut the F up and mind their business, but that's just them. And you really have to take in consideration, is it worth me doing certain things that I'm doing? Because I'm seeing a lot of people just doing drugs, smoking crazy ounces of weed. Like, that weed is nothing, but like every time when I walk around, I'm hearing chicks like just taking drugs to a whole nother level, and I'll be like, dang, that's really bad. And also too, it's who you allow in your life, bro. Like, and it goes based off experience, especially for me. I remember this one dude who's like a complete ignorant person, and I had to ask myself, and his initial start with Archie, and I had to ask myself, is this person worth hanging around? And through his actions, I had to tell myself, no, I have to stay away from somebody like him, because somebody like him could mess your whole life up. Keep going back and forth. They want to do dumb stuff because they love trouble, or they love drama. And You got to tell yourself it's not worth it. Because of whatever, how they feel towards you or just how they are. And it's like, yo, I really have to stay away from people like that. And that's what I did, bro. It's like that club incident, like I said this before, that club incident that happened, him running to people and just talking down about in front of his friends, that's someone, number one, you do not want to consider a friend, and number two, you have to stay far away from, because those are snakish things that you need to stay away from. And I'm gonna bring it to a whole nother level too. It's honestly the women, bro. Like, you gotta ask yourself, and this is to guys who, like I say all the time, who want to have children or just want to date. You have to get to know her and understand and ask yourself, is this woman good for me, like long-term wise? Because a lot of chicks, a lot of people, like even my homie and I, we talk about it on a spiritual level, right? We talk about like how people hurt people. This person did them wrong, so they gonna hurt someone who didn't do that to them. I don't know why. That's just how it is, man. And that's what not a lot, like, you know, females do. They hurt you because they not feeling some type of way, and they end up causing nothing but mass amount of problems. That's why I tell guys, man, before you take a woman seriously, get to know her, figure her out, what is her imprint, what type of guys that she was dating, or whatever you got to do. And then you really got to ask yourself, is it worth it? Because like I say on these videos, a lot of women who ain't worth it, and a lot of guys, and let me say this too, women are suffering because why? Women take no accountability. They get with dudes that are no good for them, and they take that trauma pain, bring it on to, and guys do it too, right? You know what I'm saying? This is not like a one-sided thing, but you gotta really consider, like, are certain people are good for me? And because women don't think, guys got to think about it. Guys got to really think about it. Because why? Because number one, you're the breadwinner, you're the king, you're the prize. You know what I'm saying? You create the world. Women are just a part of it, like, are just part of the vibe. You really gotta understand that, like, is it really worth it? It's like, you gotta think about these situations, bro. Shoot. Like, for example, right? If she has an OnlyFans, or, you know, she's selling herself for, you know, sexual intercourse just to get money. I'm not talking about for OnlyFans. I'm talking about selling herself for OnlyFans. You gotta ask yourself, if you're dealing with her, like, all right, if times get rough, is she gonna go sleep with another dude just for some money, and you not knowing about it, or she come to you about it? You really gotta ask yourself that, fellas, because you find out, and then she's selling herself, and you figuring out everything, you gonna be really crushed. Because a lot of dudes cannot handle the fact that, you know, women are doing that. How do I know this? Because, you know, I talk to females here and there, and she's like, yeah, I'm smashing this dude. A lot of these chicks are smashing these dudes for gas money. And it's like really, really sad and pathetic. And it's like, do you want that in your life? And you got to tell yourself, nah, I cannot deal with that. I don't know about some of you guys, but I couldn't deal with that. Now, I understand times is rough, but there's other ways to get money. That's why I always tell you guys with how women are. It's not that I'm making this stuff up. It's just women are having conversations with me. And it's like, you know, those are the type of women you do not want to attract or want in your life. A lot of these chicks are messed up, man. Like, for real. They don't care. They feel like they can do whatever they want to do. And you got to think to yourself, it's not really worth it. I tell guys that all the time. A lot of these chicks are not really worth it. Let her do what she got to do, but you as a guy, just close the door, and move on. Right? And it's not even that. It's with friends, family members, everything. That's why I'm glad like I'm still that guy who stays away, who stays to himself, because you really don't know who that person is or what that situation is until it's dead in your face. So guys, really take that into consideration. Hit the like, comment, subscribe, and